Hello, guys. This is Jeff, the business guru, coming to you today from downtown Boracay, not Manila, but Boracay, allegedly one of the best islands in the world, full of beaches, tourists, wonderful food, and it's an awesome place. Except it's stinking hot at the moment, guys. It's bloody hot. I've got a bad cold as well. Now, I did practice this man's name. I've had a 10-minute conversation with him. I had a bit of a practice of his name. Now I've forgotten it all, but here we go. I'll do a rewind in my head. We have a gentleman by the name of Raoul Didisheim. And Raoul is the founder and digital strategist of a company called Didisheim Consulting, and is in the digital marketing and strategy space. Been doing that for 10 plus years and got a very interesting background. Didisheim Consulting helps to early to mid-sized businesses unlock their online potential through sharp, customized digital strategies. And it's all about strategies and systems, which this gentleman is going to tell you about shortly. Key achievements, LED digital transformation that delivers up to 50% revenue growth, maybe even more, guys, providing you follow the systems. You've got to do the work. Helping model business scale their online presence with smart, cost-effective strategies. Build a consulting practice that brings in agency-level expertise to companies without the huge overhead. Right? Personal motto and philosophy: strategy is better, not more. Better focus, better systems, and of course, better results. Right? Interesting fact about himself: he started in TV production before leaving ABC News production in New York City and joining a .com. And he also has 3 passports, which is pretty interesting. It's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage Raoul. Good evening, Raoul. How are you, my friend?
Thanks, Jeff. It's good to be here.
Fantastic. Let's get the show underway. Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue this current career.
Well, I started this career because, I was originally, as you mentioned, in television production. Did that for many years, but when the internet started, I was just always interested in tech. Got very interested in tech. Left ABC News to join a .com, which went bust in the .com era. However, it was very early in the streaming space, and that's why I transferred over. And then from there, when things got going again, I got back into agency work, and I worked for Razorfish and a number of other, I can't even remember, 4 or 5 different agencies. And to the last one, we were acquired. And when I thought, what am I going to do next? It's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be in the agency space. I still liked what I was doing, but I didn't want to work at an agency. I didn't want the
You woke up. You had
you get to a certain stage in your life, and you don't want to be there.
No more bullshit. You just want to do your own thing, right? And you've got all that knowledge too. By being so many agencies, you pick up a bit from each one without realizing it, correct? And you put the whole lot together.
Yeah, you learn a lot, and and then there's a point where I know enough to have a better lifestyle and still help people.
That's right. Yeah,
present.
And you learn from your clients too. As you know, every day we're learning every day. I've got clients teach me as much as what I teach them. What's been the most challenging aspect of your work, and how have you overcome that?
Well, I guess transitioning from being an agency where you had 100 people, a salary okay, salary, unpredictable income.
Chicken or feathers, right?
Yeah. But then having in a company that is, you have 100 people, you have everyone to do things for you, and then
someone makes the coffee, someone sharpens the pencils. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and then okay, I'm going to start my own consultancy. Okay. All right, who's going to get me a computer? Who's going to who's going to build a website? Who's going to do the market? So I had to, suddenly, use what I've learned, and and make it more focused and strategic, and be able to just know what's important, know what's not important, and just dig down,
pack it up, and share your expertise with the world, right?
Right. So
tell us an important moment in your career that changed that direction. When was that aha moment?
With the changing to the consultancy?
Yeah.
I mean, it was always a number of things, but it was specifically working for people. Okay, I'm going to take a example that's sort of a mix of different people I've worked for, because I don't want to identify anybody.
Right.
But it's usually it's a number of people that own the company, or the holding company, that just was disingenuous, treated people badly, wasn't fair to the clients. I heard them say things to clients that weren't true.
Yeah.
And it was part of my, I can't tell the client that we're going to fix this when we know we can't fix it.
Yeah, correct.
And you got to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's sort of when we leave. I mean,
people put their faith in you, right? And they buy you, right? Like you and I, AZ owners, they buy me, they buy Jeffrey Veale, and whether you pay me $500 or $5,000, guys, I'm the same as Raoul. I will lose sleep over you. I'll go to bed thinking about how I can fix your problem.
Exactly, and
here I am on holidays and I'm still working, because we're both lucky. We've got a passion, not a job.
Right. I mean, if you do what you love, I mean, I'll go like you. I mean, I'll go to. I mean, last year I went to Argentina for a month.
Awesome.
Worked from there.
How cool would that be? Haven't been there yet. It's on the bucket list. Right. Tell us, in your opinion, what are the key qualities and skills that contribute to your amazing success?
I think it really comes, I still comes from television, because when you're a television producer and you're producing things, everything's out of control. Like there's no
mayhem.
Like I used to do a lot of travel programming,
right?
Travel magazine stuff. So you'd go somewhere and you'd say, "Oh, we're meant to shoot at this place on that day," and suddenly it's raining.
Right. So that's out the window.
You have to just think,
adapt.
Quick. Okay. What else can we do? What else can we do? We only have a certain amount of time. We've got to do it. And so it's like a certain producer skill, I guess, that I've taken with me,
sure.
Is that being the solution. And actually, what I do now is you have a lot more time than I did when I was at television. Television, it had to be on the air at a certain time, certain date, everything else.
Yeah, run on schedule, like a train time.
With strategy and you have a timeline, but generally it slips because for various reasons, and sure. And it's not like we have to do it. They want to do it by a certain date, but it's not life or death. Like it has to get on the air. Yeah. So in a way, it's more flexible. But you can also now do things that you can make it better.
Yeah.
When it's enough. You can't go on forever. That's some people get. Sure. Especially in our large corporations. The more.
They're a bit like the Titanic, aren't they? They're a bit slow to move. They don't see the iceberg.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good to have a point person and just.
That's the one. Tell me, how do you stay motivated and continue, as you've been doing, to innovate in your field? What's your secret there?
Well, partly is that my passion is tech. So even if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably still be reading it and playing with it and
sure.
and doing it. So that's kind of my passion. I really love. I mean, always loved media. Anyway,
Lovely.
From TV to AI to web development to I just always love that space, and thinking about how it can help learn it, like always learning about it. So I would do that anyway, and I like to. My client has a problem, and I like to have a solution. And part of that solution is often they don't know what their problem is. I mean, they know they have one. They think it's something, but it's often something else.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's a strategy and sort of really understanding your client's business, which is really critical.
Yeah, you can get a client he thinks he's got a lead problem. He's got plenty of leads. He's got a sales problem. He doesn't know how to close the client or expose that value or whatever. So consequently, he's always struggling.
Yeah, I mean, it could be as simple as, no one's clicking the buy button on my website, and just to give you a simple case.
Yeah,
well,
sure. I get that
maybe
one.
it's the wrong color in the wrong place.
That's right.
There's no,
I got to tell you a story. Back in Australia, true story. They called me the red button man. I had all these different friends and people I knew, and I said, "Listen, my friend, it's not about you. Forget it. It's not about you. I'm busy. Put a big red button on your website and go click here, and take them on the journey. Take them to where they want to go." Because all my friends all have this big first page. Oh, about me, I did this and I did this. No one cares. It's got to be a red button. And I kid you not, I tripled people's, some of my friends, I tripled it. I got the name, the red button man. I tripled people's businesses overnight with a red button. That's simple.
Right. I mean, less is more. That's the hardest thing with clients is when you get into their about our business or about me or about, nobody cares about that. They care about them. Everyone cares about themselves. So that's what you have to think to,
in Australia, probably in America too, we call it with them.
Yeah.
What's in it for me?
Yeah.
That's what the client wants to know, right? What's in it for me? Yeah. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right. Tell us about a recent project or achievement amongst your many that you're particularly proud of.
Actually, I worked with a company. You know how sometimes you don't know anything about a business that you start engaging with, right? Somebody hires you. So I had a client that is in the wholesale recycling metal business.
All right.
They're like recycling metal brokers. I didn't even know that business existed, honestly.
Exactly. That's right. As we would, it's not our industry.
And so I had to learn the whole industry. They knew nothing. I learned, about digital, and we built them a really nice site and did a campaign, and their business, definitely got, I can't remember the stats, but yeah, it did very well.
That's awesome. Well. Yeah.
And part of it was because their competitors also were it was very low hanging fruit in a way, but it was I was proud of doing something with an industry I knew nothing. How people say, "Oh, you don't know, or you're not a specialist in my industry." It doesn't matter.
That's right. It doesn't. You're right.
Understand the customer.
Yeah. I always had what I learned from a business coach years ago. I didn't even like the guy. This cost me $20,000. I'll give it to the audience for free. You don't know what you don't know. And even then, I didn't learn that for 5 years after he left. Then all of a sudden, it started popping up in my head all the time. Every day I come up against a problem, I'm going, shit, I don't know that. I don't know that. And I thought, you're right. I don't know what I don't know. So I've got that, like yourself, I've got that thirst for learning. And I'm learning something every day, be it from my clients or from reading or from AI, whatever it might be. I'm learning every day. And I realized the other day, you relate to this, you travel a lot. I thought to myself, oh, what a pity. I'm not going to have time to do all the things on my bucket list. Because I've got a bucket list of about 40 items I want to do, guys. But I don't want to just go to Ireland for a day. I want to go to Ireland and be there for one-way ticket, 3 months, 6 months, whatever takes my fancy, right? Then I'll go, now I've done that, let's go over to Scotland, have a few whiskies, whatever,
Yeah, good. Yeah.
At the time, I know the time's going to run out before my ideas run out, but I'll have fun, like yourself, I'll have fun on the way, right? Tell me, what advice would you give someone who wanted to follow in your footsteps, a younger version of you, a 20-year-old version of you? What would you tell him?
you've got to be multi-talented, especially now. I mean,
Absolutely.
look at the way AI is coming, where it's going. You've got to
have a skill set. Yeah, get a skill set.
It's funny. I used to be criticized because I was too much of a generalist, like in my career, because I'd done this, done that. And I think now that's more valuable than anything, because things are changing so fast. So, you could be look what's happening at Facebook, the engineers at Facebook,
Yes. It's chaos at the moment. I've known even people who are out there who know Go High Level. Go High Level was taken down. A friend of mine who had a group of 500,000 people was taken down. Yours truly was taken down 12 times. I mean, just started a new account about a month ago, right? I've got friends who are being taken down every day. Like in an office, they're saying 5 of us went down overnight. No. So a lot of people, what they're doing to overcome that, guys, for those who want to know, they're forming their own communities, and they're going with a community group in a back end like Go High Level. And there's another one out there that I refuse to go to, but I'm going to have to go there. It's called School, SKOOL. And it's a platform, a great platform, actually. I'm learning about it, and I'm going, I'm 77, I'm too old to go back to school. But what I've done, and you people should do it too, I've invested in myself. I've hired a school expert to set it up for me, and I've told him, you set it up and you run it for the first 3 months for me at a price, and then my team will take over. By then, we won't be experts, but we'll know how to run it like a car. We'll know how to drive it. We'll know what to do, and then we'll take over in 3 months' time. That's our short-term plan. And the other thing I must tell you, small business owners out there, people like myself or Raoul, basically what you've got to do, guys, if you're a plumber, stick to what you know. You're a plumber. Get out there and fix taps and do what you're good at, but let someone get you the clients and tell you how to get better, how to charge the right amount of money, etc. If you're a baker, get out the back and bake some bloody bread and some dough, and we'll make you some dough. We'll get the customers coming through the front door for you. At the end of the day, guys, everything comes back to marketing. It's all about marketing. And you don't have to have the best product, but you should try to, but you've got to be the best marketer. I've got a quick question for everybody out there. This is my hobby horse. Ready? Who's number one, guys, for burgers? McDonald's. Who's number one for fried chicken? Kentucky Fried. Depends on what part of the world. Who's number one for pizza? Pizza Hut. What have they got in common? They're all crap, right? They got the best marketing. They don't make the best burger. They don't make the best chicken. And the pizzas are bloody absolute crap. When you've been to Italy, you know what a real pizza is, right? But probably the same price. So, that's my hobby horse, guys. It's all about the marketing. Get stuck into your and invest in yourself, guys. It's a passion of mine. So many of you won't spend money and you won't grow. You've got to scale up, guys. There is a cost, right? You either do it, it's either time or money. Remember, guys, it's either time or money, or both, combination of both. Looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future, my friend? More travel?
Yeah, I want to, I definitely, it's easier and easier to travel. Most of the team I have are remote.
Yes.
So it's, I just love to travel.
Where are your team, by the way? Some of your team members, where are they?
Argentina.
Wow.
Different parts of the States, in Ukraine, actually, and London.
Awesome.
And, it's, I mean, it's great. Time zones can.
Oh, they're a challenge, my friend. They're a challenge, aren't they?
Well, they are when the client asks a question and you can't answer it and you have to wait. But much my more high level, like people I work with are in 3 or 4 hours of my time zone. So
yeah, I go to the States, of course. A lot of my clients are in the States, and I'm getting up at 2, as I was today. I'm dead tired. I'm getting up at 2 a.m. and 4 a.m, but mainly for webinars. And people go, I wouldn't get up at 4 a.m, and I just laugh. I go, no, my friend, because you're not prepared to do what it takes, right? And if you won't do what it takes, I promise you guys, you will not be successful. You've got to do what it takes for a couple of years, so you can live like Raoul. You can live the lifestyle you want for the rest of your life. once you've set those systems up. He didn't get those people overnight. That's come from sheer hard work, perseverance, and lots of mistakes, right? And that's how we learn, guys. You know, only people that don't make mistakes are the people that do nothing. What do you think?
Yeah. When you're young, yeah, especially before you're married, you know.
Yeah, well, some people would say getting married is a mistake. That's another story.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a time that you have nothing but time to just.
Yes. Yeah, work. Lovely. I love it. Tell our listeners how they can reach out and find out more about your remarkable services. What's the best way?
Really, they can. Well, I have a website, which is Didisheim.com. I'm on LinkedIn, of course. They can DM me there, or they can contact me through a website, or they can email me, which is RD, my initials, at Didisheim.com. Yeah,
lovely.
And yeah, that's probably one.
And the other way, of course, will be this wonderful podcast. We'll be putting this across Quora, Snapchat, Reddit, and then, of course, LinkedIn, Facebook, our Facebook group with 6,500 members, and, of course, YouTube. Well, all of its social media links, guys, reach out, have a cup of coffee. The worst you can do, think, you're sitting back doing nothing. The worst you can do is reach out and say, hey, I've got a scrap metal business. What can you do to help me? And he'll say, well, I've got one of those. I can tell you a bit about it, right? Guys, marketing is the key to the element to it all. You got to get in front of more people. Right. In this day and age, it's easier than ever, but get some help. Right. In our case, we've got a team of specialists. We've got graphic artists. We've got LinkedIn specialists, Facebook. These are people that are specialists. Right. Because they do it every day, all day. If you've got a restaurant, guys, I used to have restaurants. I specialize in restaurants. Right. Quick story, a big backstory, guys. Mexican restaurant come to me about 6 months ago. Jeff, I'm going broke. Oh, yeah. Okay. Tell me about your restaurant. I get 30 people every night. Apart from weekends, I get between 50 and 80. Okay. Me to him, what drinks do you have? You love this one. What drinks do you have? And he goes, oh, I've got Coca-Cola, I've got Sprite, I've got water, I've got orange juice. Okay. What desserts have you got? None. Okay. So tomorrow, my friend, you're going to have 4 Mexican milkshakes, right? You're going to have Mexican hot chocolate. You're going to have Mexican coffee. Right. And you're going to have 4 different desserts, because every night, my friend, you're letting $30 walk out of your door and go across the road, as you and I like to do after a meal, have a nice cup of coffee and a cake. Right. They're walking out the door and going to your competitor, you fool. Oh, you think so? I know so. How many sombreros have you got? Sombreros? Yeah, those Mexican hats, my friend. He goes, none. I said, get online and buy 8 sombreros. Get your staff to wear some of them and keep 4 back for the clients. The client comes in, Raoul comes in with his 3 buddies, and you go, what's the special occasion? And they go, oh, it's my mate's birthday. Okay, let's put some hats on, you guys, and take a few photos for the memories. So you guys are happy. You put the hats on. You use your camera, not their camera. Use your camera, take their picture, and then get their email. You've got a database now. Get their email and send it to them. And it says on the picture, having a great time at Jeff's Mexican restaurant with my QR code and my phone number. And what are they doing with it? They're sharing it all over social media and blasting out your name. And then people go, hey, what was that restaurant like, Jeff? I go, oh, it was fantastic. So hit the word of mouth, guys. You know, what's it cost you? Nothing. Your staff are there. Right. So, I mean, this is basic stuff. You know this, Raoul, better than me. Yeah. This is all basic stuff, right? What I call grassroots stuff, right?
Or guerrilla marketing, even. But it's just ideation, you know.
What was the cost? What was the cost of that? Nothing, right? Milkshake, $2. He sells it for $8 now, right? Desserts. $1.95, sells them for $12, right? Guys, this is not brain surgery, guys, right? And how often do you walk into a restaurant and you've got to wave your arms around to try and get a menu? Sit people down. Don't give them one bloody menu amongst 4 of them, right? Give them a menu each, right? And make sure it's not dog-eared with food all over it. We can go on and on. I got to tell you, bro, one of my favorites, bro, I go to a restaurant, right, with my buddies, and we're waiting. I look it up online on my phone, and I go, oh, yeah, okay. Ring, 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 ring. Hello there. Is that John's restaurant? Oh, hi there. Good. Are you guys licensed? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, good. Well, bring some effing drinks to table number 9, would you? Mate. I do it often. Honest to God, my mates cringe. But I go, I'm not waiting.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That is a good one.
It's a fun one, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. I like that.
You know, do you guys do takeaway or dine in? Oh no, dine in, sir. Oh, good. Well, can I dine in? I'm over at table 7. It's all fun. I just do it for a laugh, you know. Anyway, Raoul, you've been an awesome guest, my friend. But before we wrap it up, tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people don't know.
I have 3 passports.
That's pretty cool. I've never met anyone in my life. I've never met anyone with 2 passports, let alone 3. Tell us the backstory behind the 3 passports very quickly.
My parents are Swiss. They immigrated here. I was born in the U.S., so I got the Swiss passport and the U.S. passport, and I married an Italian woman, so I got Italian citizenship.
Yeah, no wonder you behave yourself. You got the mafia behind you.
I can go anywhere.
Awesome. You've been a great guest, my friend. Thanks for being on the show. It's been a pleasure.